The facial fuzz has been evident at the Vodafone Warriors for weeks, but the ink has been prominent for much longer. Many of the tattoos display cultural heritage, others are selected for their interesting designs. In the case of Russell Packer, his tattoos cover both aspects.
Mum's Pākehā and Dad's Māori, and just represents Māori heritage in my family, and my whole family has grown up in the Raukawa area, which is Hawhawhenua Kapiti. It also represents where my grandfather spent a lot of time down south, Ngāti Kuia, top of the South Island. One of my mates' old man's, and it's pretty handy with the old ink gun. Just wanted something on my elbow a bit different, so I thought I'd get a son and come up nice. So got mine, going to add a few more pieces to it hopefully. Tickled a bit on the old elbow, mate, I won't lie about that, but that was all right. Bit of Asian word, I think it meant. I think it means my last name in Chinese, but I'm not 100% sure. See me next year and I'll have a few more.
Adding to the artwork, we'll have to wait until the end of the season. Packer's immediate focus is the Vodafone Junior Warriors. The team is second on the Toyota Cup ladder and looking strong for the playoffs. That's a great position for a young team in the new competition.
There's a very good culture in the Toyota Cup team that's been created by Dean Bell, Tony, and you know, assistant coach Frank Harold, and especially Andrew Suter, our trainer. You know, there's a lot of good guys that's involved in the team, and I think it's showing through how the boys have been playing. There's a brotherhood in the team, and it's embraced by everybody, not only the players, but like all the support staff. Tony's been great. You know, I've known him since I've come to the Warriors. He's pretty much the guy that came down and had dinner with me and my family, and got me up to the club. So it's pretty good to be playing under him, and he's a very, very great coach. He's got a laid-back style, which I like, and you know, we're prospering under his guidance at the moment, and hopefully we can kick on and take the inaugural Toyota Cup this year, and it'd be great to hold it above the heads, you know, come first Sunday of October. That's what we're all aiming to do, the whole squad, support staff, and you know, we're very focused on that, but we've got a lot of tough opponents in our way, and we've just got to keep working hard together, and hopefully we can achieve those goals.
This is the 18-year-old prop's second season with the club, and he's already recorded 5 first-grade appearances this year.
There is a big difference between Toyota Cup and NRL, and I think the transition's been made easier by the Toyota Cup. You know, having the barter card in that in previous years has been a big step for young guys coming through, but you know, the Toyota Cup's brought the level of footy there is, you know, really good, and I don't know what the numbers are across the board, but a lot of guys that have been playing Toyota Cup have made debuts in the NRL this year, which must be a pleasing sign for the people that came up with the concept of this competition. I think it's going to pay dividends in the long run.
Packer has come a long way in league in a very short time, and we don't mean from his hometown in Foxton. He was 15 before he developed a true passion for the game.
My brother and myself and a couple of mates, we're all playing first 15 from 102 college, and we just basically went over to the Levin Lions, which is the league team in the next town over, down from us, Levin, and started training, and I just fell in love with the game after we had a pre-season game for them, and you know, I just said to the first 15 coach, you know, I think I want to play league, and surprise, surprise, it turns out to be a pretty good decision in the end. So.
Despite early interest from the Vodafone Warriors, there was no guarantee he would play with the club.
No, I was just on scholarship, I wasn't on a contract, so that entitled me to, you know, look elsewhere for a contract. And I was just playing Barter Card Cup that year, and I had a pretty good year and got a bit of interest from around the NRL, and the Warriors came through with the best offer, and I was happy to oblige and take up their contract and move to the Warriors and just try and chase a dream of, you know, being a first-grade footballer.
Packer moved north at the end of 2006 and is now feeling settled in Auckland.
Yeah, last year was sort of just testing the waters and, you know, just finding out what it was to be a, you know, an NRL player, and not an NRL player, but in the NRL environment, you know, and it was just a big eye-opener to what I'd come from, and, you know, that's just opened up my world in terms of rugby league and the professionalism needed to be an NRL player, not only just for one game. You know, I think an NRL player is someone that has played at least 50 or 60 games, you know, then you can start calling yourself an NRL player. But at the moment, you know, I'm just happy to be at the club, and I've just re-signed for a further 4 more years. So, you know, I'm stoked that I'm going to be a New Zealand Warrior to the end of 2012. And it's really good to secure my future here, and I love the environment, and everybody at the club's they're really good. So, you know, I'm happy to be here, and hopefully I can get a few more NRL games under my belt in the next few coming years.